We continue to lose too many mothers and fathers, too many friends and family and people we care about to the global tobacco epidemic.
Today, Bill Gates and Michael Bloomberg appeared on the stage and announced that they would jointly donate $500 million to the effort to fight tobacco around the world, particularly in the low and middle income countries.
Our goal is to support and complement the Bloomberg Initiative. They're already focused on the top 15 countries, particularly China and India, where the burden is so large.
They plan to spend the money on things they think will work. It includes raising tobacco taxes, prohibiting smoking in public places, outlawing advertising to children, creating anti-smoking campaigns, and giving away nicotine patches.
China's interesting. Over a third of the cigarettes in the world are made there. 67% of males smoke. 57% of doctors smoke in China. And 30% of doctors have not been educated about the ill effects of smoking. Now, another thing that our joining this initiative will help do is provide resources to focus on Africa. The epidemic in Africa is not well advanced, and that means that we can catch it at an early stage.
Some countries, particularly sort of the middle-income ones like India and China, are beginning to fight the battle against tobacco at the same time as our governments are making huge amounts of money from the taxes on tobacco. In places like Africa, there's not really much anti-tobacco effort, but there's also not that much use of tobacco in Africa. Only about 20% of all men smoke in sub-Saharan Africa, which is a whole lot less than was true in the United States in the 1950s, and is a lot less true than is true in places like China, India, Indonesia, Russia, the big high-smoking countries like that.
From Mexico to Turkey to China, we've helped governments work to make cities, even entire countries, smoke-free.
$500 million is a lot of money to you and me. It's a reasonable amount of money to Bloomberg and Gates. Put it in context, it's right now the total spending in low and middle income countries on anti-tobacco ordinances is only $20 million. So they're raising it by a factor of 25. On the other hand, the tobacco companies and the state monopolies that control tobacco in places like China and Japan spend in tens of billions of dollars on this kind of thing. So it's going to be a battle, and it's going to take years, decades, maybe centuries.